14 with the last 4 champions here. Robbie Reed still has a chance. He could play a mix if he decides to run the full season here, and he could challenge to become a 3-time track champion here at Lucas Oil Speedway. But right now it is Ryan Middaugh who has that moniker, and he will look to defend not only this win, but try to keep the points lead as the season continues to roll on. Bill Roberts Chevrolet Pace Truck back out on the track. The O'Reilly Auto Parts USRA stock cars in tow. 17 entries making their way here. We'll get the field set for you as they're 3 wide on the inside and the outside of the Bill Roberts Chevrolet Pace Truck. Dean Willie, Wee Willie that is, out of Warrensburg, Missouri. 1/2, or I guess I should now say 1/3 of the Gator Graphics gang will start on the point. Rodney Schweitzer out of Kansas City, Kansas will start outside of him. Mason Beck is currently second in the point standings here at Lucas Oil Speedway. The Urbana, Missouri native starts inside row number 2. And Johnny Finnewald, former 3-time champ in a late model class here at Lucas Oil Speedway, will start in 4th. James McMillan from Warrensburg, Missouri starts inside row number 3. James Ellis, his outside pilot of the number 83. Appleton City, Missouri's Colton Borland starts in 7th. And then your current point leader, 16 points to the good side from Lebanon, Missouri. The leader of the Lebanon bloodline, Robert White Jr., starts in 8th. Doug Keller and William Gardner back in row number 5. Darren Phillips from here in Wheatland will start in 11th. Scott Brown, first time we've seen the Meridian, Kansas native here at Lucas Oil Speedway, starts in 12th. A pair of Topeka, Kansas natives will start nose to tail with Christine Holt and Danny Holt starting 13th and 14th. On the inside of row number 7, it's Christopher Sawyer. Mike Hellman and Blaine McMillan will round out the field of 17 cars as the Bill Roberts Chevrolet Pace Truck has a couple of onlookers in the cab of that ride. They're getting a great view and have a youngster up on top of the Foley Equipment flag stand. He's going to have a fantastic view as he's got the green flag in hand as he gets ready to let these stock cars roar here at the Diamond of Dirt tracks. We'll have at least one more time around.
He's going to have a cold view down there, I think, Shane. So
possibly.
Wow, what a great start. Rodney Schweitzer and Dean Willie on that front row to bring him around. And Mason Beck and Johnny Finnewald, who's been, like you said, a multiple-time late model champion. Johnny, who also drives modifieds from time to time, now into street stocks. And he's showing that he can do a little bit of everything.
I think Johnny Finnewald would race a UPS truck if they'd let him.
I wouldn't say put that past him, actually. You know.
What can Brown do for you?
That's right.
Lights have been flipped off. Green flag in hand of our young flagman. Down on the flag stand. Mike's going to lose his job before the year's out. Charlotte Lucas was here a couple of weeks ago. He's already handed the green flag over now to 2 different people. Please don't drop the flag. Please don't drop the flag as the green is in the air and we're back underway here at the Diamond of Dirt tracks.
Did a great job down there with the flag stand. Didn't drop the flag. Mason Beck, the 0 car, is your leader out of 2 with Dean Willie, the 68, in that second spot. Schweitzer in 3rd. Here comes Johnny Finnewald.
Well, here comes Robert White Jr., who started back in 8th. He shoots the gap as we're 3 wide down the front stretch. Finnewald to the outside, McMillan in the middle, Colton Borland to the inside, and the 2 Appleton City, we should call them the Appleton City gang.
There you go.
Not the Apple Dumpling gang.
No, the Appleton City gang.
The 2 and the 21 now go high side, go low side, and Rodney Schweitzer is stuck right in the middle.
It is Mason Beck still on the point. Dean Willie in second, now 3 wide for that 3rd spot. Borland, the 74 Schweitzer, the 21 of Finnewald. All 3 wide at the line as they come around. Here comes Borland pulls forward, gets into that 3rd spot. Here comes Johnny Finnewald, the 21 of Finnewald, now trying to take that 4th spot away.
Mason Beck clearing away your current leader right now by a 2.5 over Dean Willie. Colton Borland up to 3rd. Johnny Finnewald now in 4th, and now he's losing some position. Schweitzer's gotten by him. Keller's gotten by him, and Keller's got some problems down there on that left rear. He has jacked his car up. A lot of horsepower in that 7. So he did a wheelie down the entire front straightaway.
And he's still got the wheel up in the air, the 7 car of Keller, and it's making good time, though, as he is side by side with Schweitzer for that 4th spot as they come through. Mason Beck still showing the way. Now Borland, the 2 car, has moved up and around Willie, taking 2nd away. He has got Beck in his sights.
Got to give Colton Borland a ton of credit. He has gotten better and better throughout the years that we've seen him, and he now has a rocket ship. He has gotten around Dean Willie. Keller now back to 4th, Schweitzer in 5th. And Rob White Jr., who started back in row 4, has really been unable to make any hay after that initial start where he got off to a great jump. He is now just mired back in the muck as it's side by side for 2nd as Dean Willie peeks his nose to the inside of Colton Borland.
It is Willie. Looks to the inside of Borland. Borland in that 2nd spot, not wanting to give it away. Now Willie looks to the high side, makes the swerve in through the low side one more time as he comes out of turn number 2 side by side with Borland. Willie is going to take the advantage, but just by half a car length. As they come through, Mason Beck still your leader. Now Dean Willie in that 2nd spot. The 2 of Borland in 3rd. Keller, the 7 car, in that 4th spot as they come around. The 7 of Garner, the Lebanon, Missouri native, part of that Lebanon gang, rounds out your top 5 as they come through. Appleton City's Johnny Fenimore, the Flash, moves back into that 7th spot. It is Mason Beck on the point as they come around. Dean Willie in 2nd, but here comes Colton Borland. Borland, the 2 car, part of the Appleton City gang, bringing it around in that 3rd spot. Looks to gain on Willie. It is Keller, the 7 car, who has a lot of horsepower and trying to transfer it all back to those back wheels as they come around in those corners. He is going to be side by side now with the 2 of Borland. The 7 of Keller now side by side for that 3rd spot. He is going to have Dean Willie on his next hit list as he comes around. Willie in 2nd. It is the 7 of Keller in 3rd.
Keller in 3rd, Borland in 4th, William Gardner in 5th. Robert White's jumped up 2 spots. He's now in 6th. Schweitzer's dropped back to 7th. Johnny Fenimore 8th, Scott Brown in 9th, and Darren Phillips now in 10th. Blaine McMillan, who has had a difficult go of it, especially over in turn 4 so far tonight. He spun out twice. The next to go a lap down, Mason Beck disposes of him. Then Dean Willie is now almost a full 3 seconds behind Mason Beck. As we have reached the midway point, 5 extra laps. We still have yet to see the Boone's Barbecue caution come out on either one of our 2 features, and that is exactly what Dean Willie, Keller, Gardner, all the rest of them are looking for, because right now Mason Beck is on rails.
Yeah, Beck way out front with a great lead over the 68 of Dean Willie. Blaine McMillan now going a lap down to Willie in that 2nd spot as they come around. Keller, the 7 car, in 3rd, next to pass the 24 of McMillan, the young man from Warrensburg, Missouri. But it is all Mason Beck so far here tonight. The 0 car showing the way. The O'Reilly Auto Parts USRA stock cars bring them around. 10 to go. This time as they come through, Mason Beck, the 0 car. On the point, Willie now get around traffic. Here comes Keller. Keller has been dead fast. Let's see if he can find that momentum again as they get around. Lap traffic, the 24 of McMillan. Garner joins him, part of the Lebanon gang, in that 4th spot.
Interesting tidbit here for you right now, Doug, as the pass that Robert White is looking to make on Colton Borland. Right now, Robert White is 16 points to the good side of Mason Beck. The way they run right now, if it were to get finished, we would have a tie atop the point standings. It is a 16-point difference between running 1st and running 6th, where Robert White's at.
Well, Beck on the point would like to do that just a little bit better. Borland not wanting to give that up, as Robert White, now the 5 car, in that 5th spot as they come around the double 7s. In 4th, the 3rd and 4th. The battle now for that 3rd spot coming around. The 7 of Keller, that 7 of Garner looks to the high side. Dean Willie, the 68 car, in that second spot, but a long ways back. 3.5 seconds back from your leader, Mason Beck. 5 to go this time.
Five more times around as Mason Beck, over 4 seconds, the advantage he has over Dean Willie, side by side between the 2 sevens of Keller and Garner. And Johnny Finewald's car somewhat gone away as he was running top 5 quite easily, and he is now back to 8th. And how about Mike Allman? A good run for him as he is sticking inside the top 10. This is after a heat race run that he just was not anywhere even in the picture. And he started 16th, and Hellman is up to 9th. Two more times around for Mason Beck. White flag comes out for Mason Beck from Urbana, Missouri. Currently second in the point standings. Finished second here last week. He's got 3 top 5s on the year. Pretty much had to rebuild his car after a week 1 incident. Completely wiped him out. Did a refurb on it. It worked. Mason Beck, a 2-time winner last year, picks up his first win in 2023 at the Diamond of Dirt Tracks. Dean Willie in second by 4 seconds. Then it's Keller and Garner, and Rob White Jr., who started in 8th, comes into the night as your current point leader, and we are now tied atop the point standings between Mason Beck and Robert White Jr.